I'm going with Tyler Warren. He's my new favorite. Brock Bowers was there, but Tyler Warren is here now. Derrick Henry has absolutely owned the Houston Texans.
If the Ravens lose this, they're cooked.
Yes, I truly think so.
Okay, we're going to play a little game. It's called the mismatch game, Rob Gronkowski. We're going to go hit you with a couple games. I'm going to give you both sides. You have 30 seconds on the clock to tell me who's going to be the bigger mismatch this weekend. The first one's a tough one. Two of your favorite tight ends playing against each other on Fox with Gronk watching. Raiders Colts, which means Brock Bowers versus Tyler Warren. Who's the bigger mismatch on Sunday?
I'm going with Tyler Warren. He's my new favorite. Brock Bowers was there, but Tyler Warren is here now.
You love him. And so he has 263 yards through 4 weeks, most by a rookie tight end in NFL history. Colts 6.5-point faves at home over the Raiders. Who gets the win?
I'm going with the Rams. I really like what the Rams, are showing. With Matthew. I was watching the Rams highlight film right there, so I got a little bit confused. I'm definitely 100% Raiders versus Colts. I'm going with the Colts. The Raiders, they're better than last year, but the Colts, they're a solid team now. They put it together, and Daniel Jones is just playing lights out, which is incredible.
Love to see that. Lamar Jackson, okay, he might miss this Ravens game we were just talking about against the Texans. It's a big one with the hamstring injury. If there's no Lamar, who wins the matchup between Derrick Henry or the Texans defense?
I'm going with Derrick Henry because Derrick Henry has absolutely owned the Houston Texans. He played in that division when he was on Tennessee for quite some years, and he always puts up 200 burgers, 200-plus yards when he faces the Houston Texans defense. He knows the Texans inside and out. He's going to dominate. He's going to win this one.
Rob, they're not giving him the ball.
No, they're not, and I don't know why. I don't know why. 8 carries. 40-plus yards last week. He averaged over 5 yards a carry. It's not like he was averaging 2 yards a carry. He was having 5-plus yards in every single carry. Give Derrick Henry the ball. Take the pressure off of Lamar Jackson and whoever the QB is going to be, and feed him at least 20 to 30 times this game and establish that the run game is back with Baltimore, and then you can control the game. You can control the line of scrimmage. Give him the ball.
Thanks for saying that. I said last week, you know how this game is going to get decided? If you guys don't give Derrick Henry the ball 20 times, you're losing this game. And voila, it happened. And the Ravens, by the way, 1.5-point underdogs at home to the Texans. Does Baltimore get the win? Much needed win?
I think Baltimore gets the win. I mean, they got a solid team. They just, they're just not putting it together. They just don't know how to win games right now. But I think it's going to finally start clicking. The Texans, they're really not the Texans right now. They're kind of having a down year. So I'm going with Baltimore, even though their defense is beat up big time. And that's tough for them because I would say that contributes to why they're letting up so many points. I mean, they got so many guys out, prominent guys, but I'm going with Baltimore still because Derrick Henry knows the Houston Texans inside and out.
Can you believe that the loser here is 1-4? Is the loser of this game cooked? Are they done?
I think, yes, I truly think so.
If the Ravens lose this, they're cooked.
Yes, because this is an opportunity now. They're going versus because the Baltimore's been going versus very, very solid football teams. So it's understandable. Okay, 1-3, but the Texans, they haven't been playing great. So if they lose to the Texans, that I truly believe, yes, the Baltimore Ravens are cooked and they can't figure it out this year. And I think it will be a struggle to make the playoffs then for them.
I'm cooked because I keep going over these 30 seconds. This is a guardrail they gave me. Okay, next matchup, Jalen Hurts or the Broncos secondary. Does Denver keep the Eagles passing game in check on Sunday?
I mean, everyone's been keeping the Philadelphia Eagles passing game in check, but the Eagles just know how to win games. They just figure it out, and that's why they're such a hard team to beat. So I do believe the Denver Broncos keep the passing game in check, but the Philadelphia Eagles still win this game. And the Denver Broncos, they play very similar, a very similar style as the Philadelphia Eagles. So it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a chess match. You got two great coaches going at it, but I think the Eagles pull it off once again.
We have an Ohio State receiver showdown, which I'm excited about. JAXON, SMITH-NJIGBA up against EMEKA, who's a revelation, who I'm sure you're hearing about after you won the Super Bowl in Tampa. Who's the bigger mismatch for the opposing defense? Is it JSN or EMEKA?
EMEKA, EGBUKA. I'm going to go with. I've been saying EGBUKA the whole time I was on Fox for the first 2 weeks, but now everyone told me the G is silent. So EMEKA, EGBUKA. I'm taking out that G, so I got his name down now. But I think he's the bigger mismatch. I mean, Jackson Smith, Njigba is very, very, solid, great player, having a great year once again. But EGBUKA is just electric. I mean, just the way that he's making plays. It's a highlight film every time he touches the ball. One-handers, big catches for touchdowns down the field. I think he's going to be the more, the guy that, makes a bigger impact in this game here.
Do you hear things about him? Like, have you heard, or what do you see when you watch him? He's, when I was talking to Mike Evans, he was like, and Baker, they're like, he's a 10-year veteran. Like the way he carries himself, he obviously has and he's, by the way, on FanDuel Sportsbook, I think the offensive rookie of the year, it's plus 250. He very much could take it at the wide receiver spot, which would be a little wild. What do you make of EMEKA?
So what I make of him is that he's a very, very smart football player, because you can go in as a rookie and you can have all the talent in the world, but if you don't understand the game of football, you don't understand defenses, well, then you're going to be out of luck and you're really not going to produce. And in order to go in as a rookie, to pick up the playbook, pick up defenses that he's going versus, all the coverages that he's already seen, and he's dicing them up, that means you're a smart guy. You can pick it up quick and you can go with the flow. So he's not just very talented. He's not just electric and explosive, and that's what I love about him. He is explosive out of breaks and all that. And once he gets running, it's gorgeous to watch. But in order to produce how he's producing already at the beginning of his rookie year, he is a smart man, and that's what the number one reason why he is doing so well.
These two teams. This is my favorite game of the weekend. Seahawks Bucks. Seahawks 3-point faves at home. People need to watch them. They're so fun. They're so good. They're a great freaking team. And then you have Baker on the other side. I hated some of these mistakes. I wanted that win for them so bad last week. And so I hope it carries over, because it kind of told me, like, are they not there yet? Right? Can they not? They're great. They're my Super Bowl pick. I think they're going to the NFC Championship game, but like, they couldn't get past the Eagles. They couldn't not make the mistakes. They kept punching back, but it wasn't enough. How do you see this game going? And how do you feel about these Bucks after the loss?
Well, the Buccaneers, I believe they're one of the top, teams in the NFL, but they were so beat down. Chris Godwin's first game, Tristan Wirfs just got back. Mike Evans wasn't there. And I was texting my buddy who lives in Tampa. I said, hey, the Buccaneers just don't have enough firepower. They're going to lose this game, but it's still going to be a close game. But I'm telling you, in the end, by end of the year, they're going to be one of the teams that's in contention, and they may possibly knock off the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs. So I think the Bucs will be there right in the mix as a Super Bowl contender, and they're going to get better as everyone comes back. And with the Seattle Seahawks, I said, hey, if the San Francisco 49ers don't beat them the first game of the season, because the San Francisco 49ers know who they are, and the Seattle Seahawks really don't, second-year coach, new quarterback, new wide receiver room, DK Metcalf's gone. Yeah. They don't have their team established. Well, they better take advantage of the Seattle Seahawks, and they sure did. They won that game kind of by a miracle when that Brock Purdy threw that ball to the tight end for his first catch ever for a touchdown, and won that game even though they should have lost. So they took advantage of the Seahawks by not knowing how to play together yet. And I said the Seattle Seahawks will be a better team and than the San Francisco 49ers by end of the year. Wow. And they're already showing out, and they're kind of proving it already that they're already coming together as a team way faster than I thought they were going to as well. And I really like what they're doing. They're putting a great product on the field.
Do you think that they beat the Bucs?
Oh, man, this is a tough game because I do like Seattle. They're fun to watch. What they're doing, Sam Darnold's showing out. Everyone was proving him wrong. At home, I love my Buccaneers.
Tough.
Oh, this is a tough one. This is one of the matchups of the week. Who's favored here? Who's favored?
Seattle at home, 3-point faves.
All right. I'm going to go with my Buccaneers. I mean, they got a lot of grit. And that loss is going to spark them a little bit.
I hope so.
That they have, that Baker Mayfield gets it done. He does what he needs to do, and he's going to amp it up another notch because of that loss.
Hamilton wants you to know, because I don't care. Harrison, get in here. What's the throwback situation here?
Both teams are wearing their throwbacks this weekend. The Bucks are wearing those white creamsicles. The Seahawks are wearing their 90s throwbacks. Best uniform matchup of the year.
You like
It
this?
is. It's the best game of the week, best uniform matchup of the year. I really like the I like the creamsicles on the Tampa Bay Bucks, but I don't like how it's the all orange kind of, mess with your eyes. It was hard to look at, but I like how they just have the creamsicle on the numbers. That's really cool and unique.
Jets Cowboys. That's the game on Fox this week. That's what you're gonna fly from Arizona.
Yes.
That's what's gonna be in your lap. How hard is it that you have to like say nice things about the Jets potentially, or hide your absolute blatant bias on the Jets?
All right. Well, okay, we talked about it last year. Kind of, I was overhyping to the extent of me not liking the Jets, and I'm so far out of playing football and playing against the Jets in the division that it's kind of changed. It's kind of over now. Like the Jets are on 4, right now, so it's not. It wasn't expected to go on.
You don't relish that. You don't relish in them being 0-4 anymore. No,
not really. I'm just like, I feel bad for them now. I'm just like, I really like Aaron Glenn as a coach too, and I'm just like, I feel bad.
Jets wants to hear that.
Yes, but the Cowboys are going to spank them, though. The Jets aren't going to take off. They're going to be sitting on the runway. Like you ever see that meme with that little tiny jet trying to take off on the runway that collapses after going 10 feet up in the air, and everyone says the Jets do it again. They can't take off, and that's them this season right now. But the Cowboys, their offense is spectacular. I love the way that Dak is playing right now and just tossing it up there, touchdowns all over the place. I got Dallas winning this game big time.
Cowboys 2.5-point faves. You heard Gronk against the Jets, big time. It's on Fox. They do not pull off the upset. Okay, let's do prop a shot. Time for prop a shot. Let's bring in Hamilton. Hamilton. What do you got?
All right, you guys both went 1 for 3 last week. So Kay, you are still up by 2 points overall here. So let's get into it. 49ers Rams. Gronk, I'm going to start with you. The line for Matthew Stafford's passing yards is set at 232.5. Does he go over or under?
I think he's going over, especially with one of the best pass rushers in the game. Is it Nick Bosa, right? I get the brothers confused all the time. Nick Bosa's on the San Francisco 49ers. He just went down last week, so I think Matthew Stafford's going to have plenty of time. He's going over 232.5 yards.
Good call.
All right, Kay, your turn. Puka Nakua's line for receiving yards is 95.5. Does he go over or under?
He's my favorite player right now. You know I'm going over. I'm going to this game. I'm so excited. Like, I'm going to be there. I'm going to say over. I said earlier in the show, he's averaging 30 more yards than like he did last year this year. It's unbelievable. I'm not going to take the under on anything Puka. Over. All
right, Gronk, back to you. The receiver on the other side, Davante Adams. His line for receiving yards, 54.5. Does he hit the over on that?
I don't even know how Davante Adams has been performing this year because I've been just seeing Puka Nacua all over the place, just dominating. But I'm still going to go over because Matthew Stafford is going to ball out. So if he's balling out, that means Davante Adams is going to have a lot of chances as well.
And he is having a great year, too. Kay, Christian McCaffrey's rushing total, 58.5. Does he get there?
Oh, man, this is a little tricky. First of all, chivalry's dead. You keep going to Gronk first in this segment for some reason. Hamilton, Harrison, I like you for that. I'm going to say it's tricky because of what he has in the passing game now, right? I do feel like kind of still like a low bar. And I think we see him clear it, though I'm not super confident in this one. Give me the over.
All right, Gronk, one anytime touchdown scorer for the 49ers.
I mean, it's got to be Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
I mean, it just has to be. I mean, he gets handoffs, double-digit handoffs. He catches 5-6 passes out of the backfield. He's typically usually scoring, from a pass out of the backfield from the quarterback. So it's got to be Christian McCaffrey. There's really, the other guys are good, but they're not threats like McCaffrey. I got to go with him. It's a no-brainer.
All right, Ken, anytime touchdown scorer for the Rams.
I don't know how to fight fire with fire. Gronk's going to do well on this, and I don't love that. I'm going to go Puka. Puka, he's crushing it, but he only has 1 touchdown. Excuse me, that's got to change right in the end zone. Okay, thanks, Harrison Hamilton. To recap, let's go Puka, 95. Sorry, I'm going to go with Puka, 95.5 receiving. CMC over 58.5 rushing. Puka, anytime touchdown. Gronk going with Stafford, over 232.5 passing yards. Davante over 54.5 receiving yards and CMC to get into the end zone. Gronk, we appreciate you. Have a good time. Congrats on being the honorary captain. We can't wait to trail and see how it goes. And we'll see you on Fox.
Yes, I'll see you soon. Take care, guys.
See you soon. Thank you.